Hello, I'm Larry Linehauser, and welcome to METV. We're here at the Lucky Duck Race, which is a fundraiser for PACE Center for Girls here in Manatee County. It's a tremendous time. It's a 7-year-old event, and it gets bigger and better every single year. And in a few minutes, they're going to be releasing over 15,000 ducks into the river, and they're controlled. They're not going to be floating around. They're going to be going down a chute, and the winning ducks will win some pretty amazing prizes, including a 2-year lease on a Chevy Cruze and including dinner for two for once a week for a year at Anna Maria Island Oyster Bar. So stay tuned. We'll be back and enjoy the duck race.
And you're watching METV.
You are watching METV, and we are covering it exclusively. Joining me now is Shannon Glasgow. Shannon, welcome to the show.
Hi.
Please tell me why you're here, what your involvement is, and what your crew's doing.
When they first started 5 or 6 years ago, they needed a deployment team to put the ducks out, and I got the call.
So you're a deployment expert.
Deployment expert on ducks, I guess.
All right, all right. What do you guys hope to achieve today? You guys do a lot of community service work, I know, with the crew.
Yes.
And this is a cool one, and it's for a good reason. What do you guys hope to achieve today?
We are deploying about 15,000 ducks. I think they raised about $60,000, $70,000 for this event for PACE Center for Girls.
That's a great organization. I'm very familiar with it. It's been a while since I've talked with them down there, but how long have you been with the crew?
We've been with DeSoto for 12 years, and deploying ducks, I think this might fit their 6th year.
How exactly logistically are you doing this? Because I'm looking at all the ducks over there, and I'm thinking, holy mackerel, that's going to be quite a challenge.
It is, when they first drop in the water, it's that's when the craziness happens of what to do with the ducks. But once they start floating and bobbing, it's pretty easy from there.
Tell us about the course. Ask them to come about the course.
Well, tell us about the course.
The course is about 250 feet long, deploying 15,000 ducks. Should take anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes for the first duck to get to the tube. It's at a barge. That's pretty much it.
Well, with this wind, I think it might be a little bit sooner.
Yeah, it might be a little quick. One year we had a wind and a tide that sent them downriver, so it was pretty challenging.
So you're chasing ducks downriver.
Chasing ducks downriver. It was a challenging year that year.
So for anybody who's interested in finding a spare duck floating down Manatee River after this race, just take a cruise down the river. And
well, hopefully we keep them all within our course here, and we don't lose any this year.
All right, you're with USA Fence, correct?
I am. My father started 45 years ago.
All right. You know Glenn Cobb?
I do know Glenn.
Glenn he was my top student, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate it, and have a great time, brother.
Thank you.
Joining me now is Amy Wick-Mavis, who is the Executive Director of PACE here in Manatee County, Florida. Amy, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Welcome to our Lucky Ducky Race for PACE.
We're looking forward to it. Tell us about this event, how long it's been going on, and what your involvement is.
Sure. This is our 7th year with the Lucky Ducky Race for PACE. Right now we're at the point at Tarpon Point Marina where we will be dropping 15,000 rubber duckies. This will be our first year. We're going to sell every one of those 15 ducks. They will come from over here. They will float down the river, and the first duck through the chute in there, our winning duck, will win a 2-year lease on a Cox Chevrolet. And our second prize is dinner every week for a year at the Anna Maria Oyster Bar. How fabulous are those two local community businesses that are supporting Pace Center for Girls?
That's excellent. Tell me about Pace. Give the people an idea of who you are and what you do.
Sure. We work with girls between the ages of 12 and 18 who have typically been non-successful in the public school system. So our goal is to get them to school, in school, back on track, and give them the toolbox and the skills that they need to be successful in life.
And you guys are located on 26th Street West?
We are. We're 3508 26th Street West, and we have just purchased the property next to us, and we plan on expanding 7,700 square feet. So we're super excited.
That sounds great. What would be your take-home message to the public who watches this as far as Pace is concerned?
Well, first of all, we want to thank everyone who has adopted a duck. 15,000 ducks do not get adopted easily overnight, one duck at a time. So we want to thank everyone for supporting us. And secondarily, I want them to know how they are changing lives for girls in our community, really changing lives. I was talking to one woman here, and she said, wow, I come every year because many years ago, my niece is 35 years old, and she went to Pace, and Pace saved her life. And that's what it's all about.
That's a great story, a great inspirational story for everybody. We're looking forward to the race, and we're looking forward to see who comes in first.
Oh, it is.
I know he wants to.
It's going to be a quick race. We got a lot of tide today.
You got a lot of wind and a lot of tide.
A lot of tide. So thank you so much.
Thanks, Amy.
Thank you.
Joining me now is Bob Turner from the Bradenton Herald. He's basically the publisher and the president of the Herald. Bob, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here.
Bob, you guys have been a sponsor for a long time of this event. Tell me why you guys got involved and what you hope to see.
Well, the event's a lot of fun, but the reason we're involved is because of all the good work that Pace Center for Girls does. They take basically, they change lives. They take girls that are having a very difficult time in the public school system, and they give them an opportunity to succeed. And some of those success stories are amazing.
There's obviously a need in the community for Pace, and this is obviously a great fundraiser for them. Did you buy any ducks?
Yes, I did. I bought a couple of flocks.
Very good, very good. What made the Bradenton Herald get involved in sponsoring this very worthwhile event?
Well, initially, we were looking for just to support the community in general, and so Pace was a worthy cause. But the more you find out about Pace and what they do, the easier it is to support them, and we've tried to step up our support of them, and I hope that everyone else finds a way to help them as well.
Bob, tell us about the Golden Herald Award and how you guys basically, what's your role?
Well, the Golden Herald Award is something that is near and dear to all of our hearts. It had the 39th annual award ceremony on Thursday night, and really what it is a celebration of the fabulous youth we have graduating from high schools in this county, and it takes the spotlight and shines it on those kids that have not just excelled academically, but that have taken their skills and their talents and put them to good use in the community to help others. And that's what the Golden Herald Award is about. Not just good grades, but solid citizens.
Community service.
Absolutely. Yes.
Well, thank you very much for your sponsorship of that, and thank you for doing that.
Thank you. Larry, it's good to see you.
Good to see you, Bob. Joining me now is John Horm, who owns all the Anna Maria Oyster Bars in the community. John, welcome to the show.
Thanks so much for having me here today. This is going to be a great day.
We're looking forward to it. I know you're a big sponsor, and you have been for a while. Tell us about your involvement.
Well, I mean, my wife's been on the board. It's just, I mean, the Pace Center for Girls is a phenomenal organization. We're lucky to have it in the community. So we've been involved with it for years and really support Pace. We do.
Tell us what you contributed to this year's event. It's pretty awesome.
Well, second prize, which I think, you should have a choice of first or second. And I know they'd pick ours as a main one, but second prize is it's dinner every week for a year at the Anna Maria Oyster Bar. So 2 people eat with us every week for a year. That's a lot of fun.
That's amazing, man.
That's a lot of grouper and a lot of margaritas.
I have to ask you a question. Did you purchase a duck?
Oh, heck yeah. Absolutely. We've got several ducks. We sold a lot of ducks, and I'm sure we've got the winning duck, too.
Well, with this wind, whoever's in front is going to probably get here pretty quick compared to still a horse latitude, so to speak.
Yeah, I think, Larry, this is probably going to be the fastest race they've ever had. I think like 3 years ago, there was no wind and no tide, so they didn't move. This year, I'm thinking it's going to be about a 5-minute race, just sprinting. It's blowing hard, so that's going to be fun to watch them this quickly.
John, you recently did the commencement speech at the State College of Florida. Tell us about your event and what you said.
Oh, my goodness. It's probably one of the highlights. I mean, it's up in the top 5 events I've ever done in my life. I was honored to be asked to do the commencement speech. And I'll tell you, one of the greatest things afterwards, I was leaving, and this lady walks up to me, and she came up and thanked me. She said her son graduated, and it was nice. She said, but the highlight was, she said her older son dropped out of college 2 years ago. And after hearing my story, and I mean, part of it was I started with a 1.76 GPA, and I made it out of college, and we've done very well. And she said, he looked at me and talking to her, and he said, Mom, I'm going back to college, because if he can do it, I can do it. So, you never know. And so you touch one kid, you've changed his mind. If he goes back and finishes college, that's I mean, it gives you goosebumps to hear a story like that. So.
It does. And also, I understand it was one of the largest group of people at the commencement that's been there.
Yeah, I think 962 graduates, but I mean there were people everywhere. But the beautiful part of it was so I didn't have to wear my cheaters. I took my contacts out, so I couldn't see all the people. So I thought it was just me and one person in front of me. So it helped take the nerves off. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got my several pairs of Walmart specials laying around my house.
All over. That's right. Every room.
Hey, man, thanks for your contributions to the community, and have a great race.
Thanks, Larry.
Joining me now is Crystal Culver from Kaiser University. Crystal, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Tell us your involvement in this program, a very worthwhile program.
Yes, I do class presentations for high school students, and Pace Girls School is one of the schools that I present to students.
And you guys are one of the sponsors of the event, I assume.
Not today, but we come here every year to support the event.
Did you guys buy any ducks?
Quack, quack.
You're going to be in competition with the cameraman there. I don't know how many he bought, a lot. But what do you think about Pace, and what do you think about its importance in the community?
Great. It is. It's great for the girls. It's a great opportunity for them to get on track and make something of their lives.
Very good. Well, thank you for being here, and thank you for buying ducks, and good luck in the race.
Thank you.
Joining me now is the top duck, Quacky the duck. Quacky, how are you? Yep. Do you have any ducks in the race? All right. So how long have you been involved, yes or no, in this event? A long time. This is a great cause, yes? How cool is that suit you got on? All right, man. Well, we look forward to seeing you here. We look forward to one of your children winning first place, and we'll talk to you after the race. Joining us now is Mallory
McKinney.
from TDS Construction here in Bradenton. Mallory, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here.
Tell us your involvement and your organization's involvement in this very worthwhile project.
Well, I am slightly new to TDS Construction. I've been in the area for about 2 years. David and Terry Shear, who own the company, David passed away last year. They have always benefited PACE, and it's a wonderful organization. Happy to be a part of it.
Tell me about Dave. He apparently was a big sponsor of PACE and believed in it very strongly.
David was a very, very big community sponsor. He had a couple of pet charities, as he liked to call them. PACE happened to be one of those. Lucky for all of us. He passed away unexpectedly last year. He was a very big part of TDS Construction. He was a very big part of my life. He was like a second father to me. So very, very, very blessed to know him. Happy to have him as part of my life and as a mentor.
Where is he? Where is TDS located at?
TDS is located behind Clancy's in Bradenton. We are a national general contractor. We work all over the U.S. Have a great group of people there. They've been around for about 27 years.
Charles was talking about an award or something that you guys won or were part of. Can you expound?
Well, this is the third year I know we have been involved in the People's Choice Award. This is the first year that we have won, so very exciting. We actually put together a display in honor of David, his legacy that he has left behind for his children and with TDS Construction.
That's outstanding. Thank you so much for supporting this very worthwhile event, and enjoy the race, and I hope your duck comes in first.
Thanks, me too.
Joining me now is Kyle Cox from Cox Chevrolet. Kyle, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Kyle, how long have you guys been involved in this event? I know you're a big sponsor.
We've been together for about 3 years as a sponsor at this point, yes.
How is this important to you as far as Cox and PACE itself?
You know, when we got involved, you know, it was all about the girls, and that's the way we continued it. It's all fun to sell all these ducks, but at the end of the day, it's all about supporting the local girls here in the community.
It's a very worthwhile cause. That's a lot of ducks out there. It should be a very interesting race with this wind, and hopefully the right person wins. However they get that little thing over there, I don't know.
Yeah, we're very excited. About 30 minutes, we're going to deploy them, and we'll see who the lucky winner is of the new Chevrolet Cruze.
Kyle, thank you very much for supporting this event, and thanks to Cox Chevrolet. Have a great event.
Thank you.
That about wraps it up for the Lucky Ducky Race for PACE. It was a great fundraiser today. A lot of people turned out. A lot of money was raised for a worthwhile cause. We encourage you to support PACE throughout the year, but for sure, come out next time and buy some ducks and see who comes in first place. For METV, I'm Larry Lonhauser. Have a good one.